Welcome to a special edition episode. Again, it is Pete Schmidt, Ray Tremor, Birds and Blues. Not tonight. We're back with Silver, Black, and Blue Sports.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitches.
How we doing?
Special announcement before you have any shenanigans here. I'm going to announce that tonight's episode is sponsored by the one and only Airheads Candy, the best one of all, the white mystery flavor. Continue.
That's a fact right there. The white mystery flavor is, in fact, the best Airhead flavor.
Unbeatable.
In honor of Easter, which is this coming Sunday, the best Easter candy, we are brought to you by Cadbury Cream Eggs right there. The best Easter candy.
The caramel one's better. Fight me. You can't listen to me because I had meat tonight. I had a fat, juicy hamburger for dinner.
That's just blasphemous all around.
Heathen.
Cadbury creams. They're the go-to. So now that we got our candy sponsors out of the way, if you're listening, you should probably sponsor us. So
wait, what's our other sponsor? The Jersey one. We should shout them out.
I don't know.
It was like 2 episodes ago. We talked about jerseys.
We lost them.
Out the window. All right, fair enough.
Sponsor, Logan Paul, if you're listening. Prime Energy. Fabulous. The official energy drink of Silver, Black, and Blue Sports. So you may see that we're missing 2 people. Dano, Tex, Yeehaw. He's out in Texas doing Texan things, so I'll tip my cap to you. And the leader here, Zach, he's pretty busy right now. So we let him handle his business, get things tied up, and maybe we'll see him next week. Well, I know.
You know we will. I will definitely see him.
You will see him because I'll see you at opening day. So, I mean, the home opener is a religious experience that has to be had by all, and we are going to pop the cherry of young Zach.
Need to 10-1. You need to be at 1.
Absolutely. But before we get into our New York Yankees, because I know we have a lot to rant on, I think it's only fitting with pro days upon us. Draft is coming up. We're gearing up for that draft special. I know everyone looks forward to it, the draft rankings, the mock draft. But, I mean, draft's all about quarterbacks this year, right?
It's all about quarterbacks, man. I mean, listen, it's going to be historic, the amount of quarterbacks that go.
Six. I'm counting it right now. Six in the first
round, easily.
6 in the first round. You heard it here first on this podcast a few weeks ago. I said 6. I'm standing by that. I'm firm at 6 now.
I think 6 is firm. And in the season of pro days that we're in now, I mean, you got Joe Milton kind of sneaking his way in there. Just there's a little bit of rumblings. Talk about the Jets looking at Joe Milton.
He is a rocket arm prospect. They said he just needs to work on his mentals to get, because all of the physical things.
And dude, he's huge. He's a big boy.
Are there? I keep going. I'll pull up his.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think too much of him. You know, he was kind of like I look him up in the draft, before the draft episode to see his stats and see where he's falling. But then all of a sudden, articles start popping up. The X is firing off about Jets and Joe Milton, and you're sitting there, you're like, that kind of makes sense. You get him, you get a 2nd or 3rd round pick up Mr. Milton, let him sit behind the GOAT, and then develop for a year or 2. You might have something there, man. I mean, the Jets.
He goes high as 2nd. I mean, well, intangibles. This guy's 6'5".
Perfect.
240 pounds. He runs a sub 4.6 40 and has a howitzer for an arm.
So a faster Cam Newton with a better arm.
Oh my God.
Interesting.
I mean, there's not much. You learn underneath the Aaron Rodgers learning tree.
Yeah, I mean, dude, the Jets are putting together something too. Like, they're definitely in win now mode. But like, listen, the Zach Wilson experiment.
They're making the moves. I mean, what do we see today? Hassan Reddick
For pennies. For what Hassan Reddick is, you know, maybe a conditional second. Okay. Any freaking day, I'll take that trade.
Football. Temple's finest right there.
Shout out.
Hassan Reddick is a dog. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a potential call. We might have to wrap this up real quick.
No, we're good. We're good. Not my problem.
And we're back, baby. All right. So, in the spirit of college football, I mean, pro days. We had the big, let's say, the big four that we can. Caleb, JJ McCarthy, Jaden Daniels, and the high riser, Michael Penix Jr. Ooh, I mean, we're not going to – Drake May, but –
I mean, listen, Drake May is going to be one of those top three. Potentially. I won't be surprised if he's the faller of draft night, if he's the one that gets kind of scooted out and you get the whole coconut shell game going on where it's like –
the Raiders sitting at 13. If Drake May fell to 13, I'll take it.
Yeah,
I will take it.
I'll take it because listen, I'm not a fan of QBs coming from, you know, the Dukes and the North Carolina.
You are
I'm a hater.
Top dog school quarterback guy.
I'm not even an Ohio State guy because there's been one quarterback, and I will give all of my little, you know, kudos. Here you go, CJ Stroud. You are the Ohio State quarterback that has broke the mold.
Dog.
Golf clap because you broke the mold.
Dog.
Other than that, Ohio State ain't shown me shit for quarterbacks, right? You let Joe Burrow go to LSU. Thank you. So, you know, other than that, I mean, you have your schools. You have
Joe Burrow don't count as an Ohio State quarterback.
He doesn't. He's a Tiger. He's a Tiger all the way.
SEC with this little cigarillo in his mouth.
Gets the juices flowing when I think of that swag walk to the locker room with a cigar.
I can't stand him. Oh my God.
That's my dude.
Hot take.
You got your schools, man. You got your schools that produce quarterbacks. You got your schools that produce wide receivers. You got your schools that produce defensive players. And then you get schools that have one superstar and they get out and become monsters. You know?
I mean, let's just put it this way. Caleb, we'll shout out the pink prime can, the pink nails. You know what? Fuck them. Do what you're going to do because you are on the cusp of getting paid. One overall. How many people can say that they were the first overall pick in the NFL draft? Not many. So, you know what? Whatever they're going to say, let them say it because they're going to say it.
And shout out to Chicago because for once in recent memory, this kid's not walking into an absolute shit show of a team to show up and be like, what do I do now? No, they went out. They said,
yeah, let's go get some pieces and let's do the opposite of what the Carolina Panthers did for their guy.
Bryce Young. I mean, God,
Packers everything out the window.
The Panthers are going to be good for years. Years. They will not be good.
No, they set themselves. They set Bryce Young back. He just shout out the Bears. Caleb's the guy. We're all pretty sure of that. Then Washington at 2. After the pro day that JJ McCarthy had, I'm not sold on JJ McCarthy. I am not sold on him. I think he is out of the hierarchy of the quarterbacks. He is the lowest out of the top tiers. He's above Bo Nix, behind Penix, in my opinion.
Fair.
But he did the Zach Wilson special, balled
pass
out on his pro day. Like,
and you know what? Shout out to the coach. Shout out to the coach, even though you're an NFL coach now. Best pro day I've ever seen in my life.
Dude,
hype man. That's a hype man. That is a hype man through and through.
I said this in our group chat. It wouldn't shock me to see Harbaugh move up, get rid of Herbert.
Can you imagine? Bro, can you imagine?
Herbert traded to the...
I mean, listen, if you're Justin Herbert right now, looking at what you got to throw to, and you hear, hey, Justin, listen, we're going to trade you. I'd be like, okay, where, do you need me to go?
I mean, honestly, the Commanders...
I'd take him right now. Right now, come to the Giants. I would.
Herbert?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we weren't a division rival, they're never going to trade to us, but crazier things have happened. But I would take Justin Herbert. Hell yeah.
Yeah, here you go. Oh,
JJ McCarthy?
Here, you want the 6th pick? Yeah, you want the 6th pick and we get Justin Herbert? Ooh. Say less.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, JJ McCarthy, he boosted his stock.
He's the X factor. He is the X factor right now. Him and the Washington Commanders control draft night, because what happens at pick number 2 is going to set off a chain reaction that affects the entire draft. Think about this. We live in a world where the best overall player in the draft could not be picked until the 5th, 6th, maybe crazy 7th pick. We might not see a generational talent go until the 5th, 6th, or 7th pick. That's insane. And the fact, even crazier after that, if Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't exist, these other 2 wide receivers are supposed to be some of the best we've ever seen. There's 3. There's 3. Yeah. This draft is, I'm so in. Like, I am like, all my chips.
This is going to be a fun draft because it's deep at a lot of position. Quarterback, wide receiver, O-line, and then all the top players that are mixed in between there get shuffled around.
Yeah.
So a lot of moving parts. Number 3 on my list, Jaden Daniels. The only thing I got to say about him is this is what see that elbow?
This is what an elbow looks like.
What an elbow looks like. Not this action figure looking thing with a shelf and then a jagged edge. Imagine him in the UFC. Just bam. We talk about John Bones Jones. Jaden Daniels comes out and hits you with the elbow. It would kill somebody.
That would kill somebody.
I saw on Twitter, now known as the X, for all you X Factors out there, I saw somebody put a Raiders dog tag hanging from his elbow, and he was like, bring it on. Sign me up. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah. Bring your shelf elbow and whatever. But yeah, that picture, just that terrible picture.
Wild, dude.
I don't even know if that was a real picture or not.
Listen, I've taken anatomy and physiology in the small amount of college that I do have, and that ain't right.
Yeah, shout out to your education. Shout out to your education.
The very little that I do have.
Go for it, man.
Listen, public service announcement. You don't need college to succeed. American dream right here.
Facts. For those listening at home, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Save your money.
Yeah.
Save your money. Go buy a juiced up Camaro.
Yes. And wreck it like 3 months later.
And then wreck it. That's what you do.
Also, on my 3rd Harley, don't forget.
Yep. Superman.
Shout out.
Shout out. So then this brings me to the best pro day, I think. Michael Penix Jr.
Might have just made himself a 1st rounder again.
No, he may have put himself into the top 10 with that pro day. because I was thinking, yeah, maybe the Raiders can sit back and get him at 44 in the second round. Not anymore. This dude threw the lights out and then ran a 4.46. I mean, his biggest knock is he's a lefty and he's been injured.
Well, no, it was what? It was him and Bo Nix in the Senior Bowl that didn't play well, or Penix had a couple of reasons why he dropped to a second, like a potential second rounder.
Erased it.
Yeah, I mean,
guess what? True term memory.
Yeah, the not for long league and the no fun league is all about what they see in front of them right now.
Right now, what can you do? What have you done for me? 30 seconds.
Yeah, I don't even care about you. Oh, you played at Washington? Where's that? I don't care.
Washington. Oh, you have inflated stats. Oh, you're a lefty. You had.
I can tell you. I can tell you this. You know, there's a team in purple that's looking for quarterbacks right now that's saying, "Oh, you do look pretty good in purple, so maybe we keep you there."
Oh my God. Ooh. Minnesota's definitely trading up.
I mean, yeah, not to break into our draft special, but like, yeah, there's at least 3 other teams that I could sit here and go, you need quarterbacks. You need quarterbacks. And what you gonna roll out Sam Darnold?
God, no. The Raiders. It's not Gardner Minshew season.
It's not. I love Gardner. I love Minshew mania. Ain't it?
If you have the balls, like it would take balls of steel
Audacity
to sit and not do anything for the Raiders, or wait and take Bo Nix.
Dude, even this, right? Like, I know it's lying season, as Zacho likes to call it, right?
And that's what I still think Jaden Daniels is going 2 overall to the Commanders.
Yeah, 100%. That's all smoke. But the new head coach of the New England Patriots is like, oh, I'm cool with Jacoby. You know, I could do a lot with. It is Jacoby Brissett. We have seen this episode.
Really? All right.
We watched this movie 3 or 4 times.
The one knock on Bill Belichick was you can never draft a wide receiver. He's gone. Gerard Mayo gets to just change the game, blow it up, trade out of 3, because you know somebody still needs a quarterback. You trade out of 3, move back a little bit, get some draft capital, and still get either Marvin Jr. or the kid from LSU.
Dude, I'm sorry. If I'm the Patriots, I'm sitting at 3, and I'm taking Marvin Harrison.
What if you could trade out and still get him, and then still get a quarterback?
I mean, how far back are you going? Because listen,
Minnesota.
I think, yeah. If in the perfect world, if you're 3, but you're not, he's not falling that far back. Like, someone's going to draft up. Someone's going to go up to 4 or 5 or 6 and get him.
I think, all right, so Minnesota is sitting at 11. I still think you can get a wide receiver at 11. Maybe not. All right, maybe not the top dog. So I don't know. Maybe the Giants. The Giants trade up. They say, oh, I'm getting my quarterback. A lot can happen. A lot can happen.
I can't wait.
Just saying, if you're not going to take a quarterback, you trade out of that top 3 pick.
Yeah. And even if you don't get Marvin Harrison, Odunze and Neighbors are still, they're going to be floating around the top 10. Like, that and first 10 picks is going to be quarterbacks and wide receivers.
Saying that Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't even the best wide receiver. Depending on the system. So if these other 2 guys are that good, fucking
send it.
Roll the dice, full send, and you get a quarterback and a wide receiver.
I dig it. But All right, enough of this. Because we could talk about the draft all fucking night long, and we have
Well,
a draft special coming up.
we have the other two for our draft special. The meat and bones of this week, opening day baseball. We've waited, I mean, basically since football season ended. It was what's next. And it is here. We got it. Yesterday was opening day.
Stressful.
It was honestly
in the New York sports lore, it was a stressful day.
Oof. But the most Yankee way to do it ever. I mean, our offense loaded the bases five times. Did nothing with it except for the last time that we loaded it. In the signature, extend Soto now. Soto won us that game. Started off with the single with the bases loaded, got the pony going, and then the shout out to the cherry flavor right there. Threw out the base runner at home plate with just a hell of a throw. And accurate, put it on the money.
How dare the Yes Network put the red lights on Judge and Doogie, and you give Juan Soto the yellow?
One, I did not realize that Doogie has a cannon.
No, Doogie. Shout out Doogie, who now that I've joined the club as a head cat guy with him, my new favorite Yankee.
Teach me how to Doogie.
All of my Red Sox hatred for him erased.
At the window. Yo, I'm going to get a grill for opening day. That's it. I'm going to get a Doogie grill for opening day baseball. I mean, he brings that attitude. He has that swag. He's chirping with the fans in the outfield already with the Stros. I love it. Our pitching, Nestor Cortez, send him to the fucking sun. It was terrible.
Oh my God.
Terrible. Not a fourth arm pitcher starting opening day. Not it at all. We got the dub. We got that first dub right now. Undefeated season. We're playing right now. Can't watch it because it's on Apple TV. Fuck you, Yankees. And just raise the price of chicken buckets another $5 and just keep
but remember,
the Yankees Network.
We're not fans. We're customers.
Yeah, well, this customer is not shelling out because I already used my free trials on Apple TV. So I was listening a little bit before with Susan.
I got it downstairs on. I got it down on downstairs for the boys. So
John Sterling and Susan Waldman, they need.
Listen. I know we grew up.
They're Yankees royalty. John Sterling snubbed me on my wedding day when I shouted out as he was walking in the stadium to take a picture, and he walked right by me. John Sterling, if you're listening to this, fuck off. Really, fuck off.
Yeah.
However, if you got to listen to them, you got to listen to them.
No, listen. When we in this new era of Yankees baseball, right? Because if I'm a customer, then here's my customer complaint. Get the Crypt Keepers out of the goddamn fucking radio and put on someone I can actually listen to. Since next year, I'm going to have to buy 5 fucking services to watch a goddamn Yankee game. I got to buy Fubo to watch Yes. I got to have Apple TV, Amazon Prime, some other bullshit. Yeah. They're probably going to put a game on fucking Hulu so I could, you got to, tonight's a Hulu game. Like, okay, cool. I have now 5 cable services I gotta fucking pay for to watch the goddamn Yankees. And I gotta listen if I for some reason can't sit in front of my television and watch one of the 5 paid services, I gotta turn the old fucking Sirius XM on and I gotta listen to the goddamn Crypt Keeper. Oh, Susan, it's I got hit by a fly ball. Get the fuck out of here, bro. If you were 5 years younger, you could have dodged that ball, but you're a blind old man. You can't see the fucking thing coming. Get out of the fucking booth.
out that he is 85 years old. I looked it up yesterday.
He's old as dirt.
85 years old. I looked it up because I was like, how old is this?
Old. He's an old man.
This old white season is out. Give me Cameron Maben. Bring him back.
Get him in there.
Joe Girardi. He was great on the broadcast yesterday. Put him in the booth. Let's talk radio.
Someone, anybody. I don't care who it is. Just get the two old, like I was gonna say with Susan. Listen, you're like the old Jewish lady's Italian dream, right? You know, John. I can't wait to hear. Honestly, his job depends on Juan Soto's home run call. And there's a Juan bomb to right field. Like what? Dumb fucking statement is he gonna come up with on the radio? It's gonna make every Yankee fan cringe and go, Jesus Christ.
No, my highlight yesterday was listening to Susan Waldman, and she goes, "Oh yeah, back in the game last year when they played the Indians. I mean the Guardians."
Yeah,
like it's over. It's over. They had a good run. Let's clap them out. Let's clap them out.
It's old Yeller time, right? We're gonna bring you out. We're gonna bring you out in front of stands and just where the red fern grows.
It's the way it needs to be. But in the celebration of baseball, Yankee season, and betting, I concocted the over-under of 2024. So got a few categories that we could spitball through and kind of gauge how the season may go and see where the dogs may lie on this. So the most important one I think we starting off with was Yankees wins. Number of Yankees wins.
I'm pulling up the boys' stats since they're too busy to be with us tonight.
Yeah, pull them up. What I think. Do
you want yours?
Yeah, I got it.
I have Dano's.
So we'll start off with
wins.
Start off with Dano's, and then we'll go Zach's, and then we'll go you, and then me.
All right. So Dano has wins at 88 wins.
Yep.
Zacho has 93 wins. I'll leave you to do yours. I have it at 95 wins.
I originally said 96.5 was my line a couple weeks ago, but then Judge got shut down for 2 months. I dropped it down since then to 89 wins.
That's fair.
I mean, between the four of us, I feel like the line would sit probably at like 91. I'll say 91.5. And you're going blasting over on that. I don't know now with Cole going down.
Yeah, it really did change everything. And I mean, not signing pitching, which
Cole goes down. We had 2 weeks of knowing Cole was down, where Snell and Monty were still available.
Yeah.
Now, Snell signs with San Francisco. I think he hit his $30 million a year, what he wanted, and then Monty signs for $25 million a year
with the D-backs.
What the fuck are we doing?
I mean, listen, I think the D-backs overpaid for Monty. I'll come out and say that. Snell's a Cy Young. Yeah, you got to demand what you demand. The short-term deal, like, listen, I don't care.
They're both short-term deals. They all had opt-outs.
I don't even care about the whole luxury tax shit because, like, I'm so done with it because the position we're in, and it's glaring us right in the face right now, right? Nestor gets fucking pummeled early yesterday. Rodon looks like he's fighting for his fucking life out on the mound tonight. Who's rolling out tomorrow? Stroman? Yeah. Like, I pray to God Stroh comes out there like a gangster, plunks Altuve right in the mouth with a fastball, and then we move on with the day. Like that's
you drafted Altuve, you son of a
I
bitch.
have to draft Altuve. There's three things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, Ray drafting Jose Altuve in fantasy baseball. It happens every year.
He's your Najee Harris, I guess.
He is. I just every year. And dude, I'm watching him fall, and I'm like, no, someone's gonna take him. I'm not gonna get Altuve again. I'm like, no. There I am. I need a second baseman. There he is, looking right at me. Draft me, Ray. Draft me.
Ray, I cheat.
Yeah, it's like
Ray,
the SpongeBob thing.
I'm 5 foot tall.
Want to see me do it again?
I know. So, I mean, we all know starting pitching is going to be our cross to bear all year long. It's gonna haunt us. So I don't know with those numbers where we have our win total. Is that wild card numbers, or is that we're sitting with our thumb up our ass in October again?
I don't know. I mean, it's so early. Dude, the Orioles scared the shit out of me.
Corbin, all right, another one. Corbin
Burns.
11 strikeouts. Dude is in premier form already.
Just unbelievable. It's sickening, dude. And they send Holiday down.
Damn.
They're so confident in that fucking team. You have one of the best baseball players on planet Earth right now, and you go, yeah, we'll call you up in a couple months, kid.
I think they're waiting to see if he cuts his hair because, hey, it's getting a little confusing out there with those California blonde locks out there.
It is. Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I think honestly, I think you nailed it. I think your number is probably the best. I think 95. My initial number was way too high. So
I sat at 96.5, and then Cole goes down. I shrunk that a little bit because, I mean, we're gonna dig out with. It's gonna be a grind all year.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is telltale of the Yankees we're watching right now is exactly what it's going to be. Like, it's not strapped in, folks. We're in for a ride.
Yeah. So, I mean, that brings me to our MVP, our captain, Aaron Judge. Last year, in 106 games, with a busted fucking big toe, fuck you concrete wall in California, he hit 37 homers in 106 games. This year, we pray full season. Play 140 games, Judge. Home run total, Aaron Judge.
Dano has 43. Zach has 45. I also have it at 45.
And I have 43. So I guess the magic number for Mr.
44, baby.
44 dingers. You know what? Fuck it. I'm erasing mine.
Okay.
After we sit at 44, and now I'm just gears are turning.
Yeah. The hype.
37 in 106 games. Let's go to the fucking moon.
Yeah.
Over 50.
Over 50. Okay. All right.
Another 50 spot. Let's solidify Judge as the best hitter in baseball, the most prolific hitter in baseball with another 50 spot.
Respect.
I honestly, you can't say enough about this guy because all he does is hit. He just punishes the baseball. I know people like Matt Olson and the polar bear, they slug the shit out of the ball.
Polar bear looked like shit today.
But they don't do it with the like Judge bats almost 300 and hits fucking 40 homers. Like,
there's a difference. There's levels to this shit.
And he's at the top.
Yep.
He's not the captain because he's the first to know when it rains because he's smashes the baseball. He demolishes baseballs. That's his job.
Yeah. Fact.
So,
All right, so next we got the speedster next. Mr. Anthony Volpe, stolen bases.
Mr. Chicken Parmigiana. Let's feast on some Parmesan this year. Stolen bases. This guy was known in the minor leagues when he was on the base paths. He was swiping 30, 40 bases in the minors.
Yep.
Oh.
So Dano has 16 for Volpe. Zacho has 20 stolen bases for Volpe. And I have 25 stolen bases.
And I'm coming in at 22. So I think we're all fair to say that he's going to grab at least 20 bags. And I think last year,
reasonable. I mean, that's what, out of 160 games, do the odds. That's what, 1 every 10 games. That kind of seems.
He could go up. I think he'd probably go over that.
Yeah, my math is way off on that one. It's not 1 every 10 games. That'd be 16. So right. 1 every 7 or 8 games. Like it's not out of the realm.
Yeah. So I think, I mean, 20, if he steals 25 bags in 162 games, that's like every 6 games he's stealing a base.
Yeah.
I think that's right on par.
No, I think that's fair.
I think this year, I mean, he struggled last year in the beginning when he got called up, and he wasn't getting on the base as much towards the end of the year either because he tired out. He never had. It's a long 162 games is a long fucking schedule.
It is. It's a grind, man. Like the baseball schedule is one of the hardest, I think, in sports because it's a lot. There's not a lot of days off. You're playing 5 out of 7 days a week most of the time. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
Traveling.
Consecutive traveling. Yeah. Massive thing. But I think this year it's his second year, right? He's more accustomed to it. I think he's going to get on the base more.
Second full year.
Yeah, he's taken a lot of pitches yesterday in the first game. He's drawn walks. Get on base, steal.
If Moneyball taught you anything, it's that walks and bases win you games.
Shout out Moneyball. Great movie.
Great movie.
So
next up, we got the batting average for Mr. Juan Soto.
The one and only Juan Soto.
It's a Juan bomb to left field. Oh, God. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the ludicrousness to come out of his mouth.
You're just going to hear the and then.
Sorry, folks. We got to put John Sterling down right now.
He's no longer on the broadcast.
So
batting average.
Dano has it at a 235. Zacho has it as a 245.
So low.
I have it at 265.
And I have it at 270. And I thought I was low.
Yeah. I was being fair.
235, Dano. I don't know what Dano and that Tex-Mex down there, that Mexican dirtweed he's smoking down there.
He's too close to Houston, man. It's getting to his brain.
Oh my God. Don't tell me these things. Don't tell me these. Oh my! Right now, Dano went to the store because he went out to go get a Bregman shirt. Right.
I mean, Dano's short enough. He could fit in an Altuve jersey.
Oh. Right now, whatever store he said he goes to that has everything.
Oh yeah.
Down in Texas, I know stores are us. Whatever.
Listen. When I go down there in May, I'm going to recon.
Oh my God! Right now, he's walking in the aisle. He just fit in his cowboy boots. He's got his belt buckle, and now he's got the Altuve jersey. And he's walking in front of the mirror right now.
Don't get much more Texas than this, boys.
Hey, hey, babe, how do I look in this Altuve?
This is our show tonight. This is what we would do.
Dan. The fact that Dano thinks that Soto's only going to bat 235.
Shameful.
Dan, you're canceled. Half of his games are going to be in the short porch or left field.
We're putting him on a podcast suspension. One podcast suspension.
God, for just 235. I wanted to
say
Soto
much better than 245.
Better than 235. I wanted to say over 300, but I was like, let's bring it down a little. Let's bring it down a little. 270.
Fair.
Over 270.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only one hitting right now.
He's the only one hitting.
He is a dog to watch at bat too. He chirps with the umpire a lot.
I love it.
He gets a call that he doesn't like. The fuck was that?
This Yankee team. This Yankee team is built to hate, and I love it.
Yeah, it's in his DNA. Once he steps on the field at Yankee Stadium, he gets that roll call, that first roll call. Whoa. Oh my God. I feel it. If I had hair on my arms, it would be standing up right now.
Erect.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm going to spend the next 7 days peeling the BADER off my jersey.
Oh my God.
I mean, it's going to break my heart. I'm going to cry like a baby doing it, but there's a new 22 in the house. There's a new
that Bader was not long for this Yankee world.
Stop it right now. I loved Harrison Bader. He was a dog.
No, your dog privilege is on here. Suspended.
No. Ludicrous.
Harrison Bader was not a dog. He was a gimp pup.
He was out there gutting it out. Best defense in the league. You're silent.
His defense, he doesn't pitch every fucking 5 days like Montgomery could be.
Anyway.
And that brings us back to the
Speaking of injured pups.
No. Garrett Cole is a dog. Top dog.
With a UCL that's hanging on for dear life. His UCL is fighting for its fucking life right now.
It's like Jaden Daniels' elbow hanging on like cliffhanger, right? He, with a bum UCL, is better than every Yankee starting pitcher.
Fact.
Tell me when I'm lying. With that being said, Garrett Cole is going to miss the first 2 months. And I'm doing this for those that are not watching the YouTube, finger quotes, 2 months at Yankee speak. However,
we have him realistically starting in June.
Garrett Cole speak said June 1st, I'm pitching. He put it out there, which anything he says, I believe.
Yeah.
Anything the Yankees say, I don't believe. So they said 2 months, and I immediately said, see you in August.
Yeah.
If at all. Because, Cole, we're ramping him up. Elbow's a little cranky. We're going to shut it down.
Yep.
So, Garrett Cole, number of starts this year. And this right here, this determines our season.
100%. So Dano has 14 starts for Cole. Zacho has 10 starts for Cole. You had
8. 8 starts.
Yeah.
Because I know what Yankee speak was.
Yeah. So I'm shooting the gap and I'm picking 12.
I fucking take 12 Garrett Cole starts. I will
all dubs. All dubs.
Yeah, 12 dubs. Bang. You know what? Save them all. Let them pitch 12 consecutive games to get us into the playoffs.
I'm cool for it, man. If we can get there with this shit we're rolling out. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna start shit because it's actually relevant to our next category. Number of starting pitchers to start a Yankee game this season. Just
So Dano, 22 starting pitchers. Zach says 25.
I got 23.
23. And I dropped it down to 14.
Respect.
Because last year we had 12 different starting pitchers. I'm going to go a little bit over. And it's just 20 over 20 starting pitchers is a lot. We don't even have 20 starting pitchers to roll out there. That 20 starting pitchers, that means me and you are on the mound throwing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because you figure, you pray to God you're going to get a start from Cole, at least one before he blows it out.
Yep.
You already have Nestor. You got Rodon, Stroh, Clark Schmidt. That's the 5. And then you got the young guns. You got Luis Heel, Beater, Warren.
Probably Marciano is going to pop in there at some point.
Marciano. The fuck is that? Marinaccio?
Marinaccio. Fucking Maraschino Cherry, whatever his fucking name is. The Jersey boy.
The fucking Maraschino Cherry. That's still only 9. So just to get to the 14, that's another 5 more that we got to pluck from thin air. Hopefully we trade for like Shane Bieber or something. Anything was better, but I think the higher that number goes, again, it correlates with us making the playoffs. So the more starting pitchers that we have, the more losses we're going to have. And eventually that's just going to explode.
Yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
So, I mean, with the starting pitchers, the next thing I thought of was starting lineups. How many different starting lineup? How many of the same starting lineup will we have? Because, once the injury bug starts going.
I mean, it's in already. We started the season with 5 guys on the IL.
All right. We'll do IL stints first because this was on our list as well, and I thought this was a fitting number because our training staff and the worst in sports.
I'm pretty sure I called for all of them to be executed on the streets of the Bronx last season. Like, I'm pretty sure on this podcast I called for public execution.
And you know what? I usually say our thoughts and views are separate, but on this topic, thoughts, views, all the same.
Yeah, bring out I want them to look like fucking the end of Braveheart, just stretched out in front of us. Let me throw a head of lettuce at them.
So like the bastards, bodies lying everywhere. That's terrible. So
Dano has 58 IL stints. Zacho has 65 IL stints. I have 52 in the hopes of something.
And I said 53. And because you guys pointed out already, we're at what, 5?
Or 5 already.
5 season didn't even start.
We're 24 hours into the fucking season.
24 hours into 5 guys IL. Because Stanton's good too.
Just go straight into starting lineups now because they correlate.
So with our 50 plus IL stints, how many of the same lineup are we going to roll out? And you know what? I was thinking about it. So our numbers, Dana 78, the same. Zach 82.
I got 65.
I said 56, and I think my number, it's going to be even lower.
Yeah.
Because I could see it's going to be like July, and it's like Band of Brothers out there, and we are just
wounded, dragging them on,
plugging and playing, and this lineup is the most diverse. You got lefties everywhere.
There's
the
a lot
most
to play around with. Like,
yeah.
especially when you look at the outfielders, like once, and there's once a couple guys come back too, like, does Judge stay in center? Does Doogie stay in left? Like, it's
It's a lot of plug and
a lot
play.
of, lot of shifting.
Just like the infield, like you got
Cabrera coming back,
who's now like our utility guy. Like you can move him at third base. You can platoon DJ to second and first. You can move Cabrera to shortstop, second, third.
You're gonna move Peraza around. Like he's gonna go down a couple times. Like
when he comes back.
Yeah, and then don't even think about rest days too, where that was it Trent Grisham?
Yeah, outfield.
They're gonna roll him out there. He can't hit the ball for shit, but they're gonna roll him out there because goddamn he can field.
Field to give Judge a day at DH when Stanton's on the IL. It's like I think the consistency of it is gonna come down a little bit. So we're gonna see a lot of different lineups, a lot of different combinations. I think the IL, man.
It hurts.
Those are scary number.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come back next time we're on this pod with a substantial number of how often Yankees players hit the IL compared to the rest of them. Because it's gotta be
big.
Astronomically different. Like a team like the Atlanta Braves, they rolled out the same lineup
almost every game.
There was like 10 games, I think. And I think that number is wrong because I think it's lower. But out of 160,
like Ozuna was, he played almost the full season.
Every game. Their catcher played almost every game. Like that's a model of consistency right there.
Philly, dude, look at Philly.
I don't want to
change going on there.
I know, but how is it that other teams do this consistently, and then we can't figure out who the fuck's gonna play on a day-to-day basis?
Yeah. Also, speaking of Philly, whose bullpen was ranked #1 in the league for some strange reason, and let up 8 runs in the 8th inning today.
Good. Yankees bullpen is gonna be
make or break.
Tough. Yeah, I love our bullpen. Our bullpen every year, it's a perform that guy. And then I watched some guy yesterday just looking fucking mean. I was like, oh yeah, I remember that guy from last year. Yeah, mowing people down.
And shout out to you for calling out Johnny Lasagna because he came in and he did exactly what we needed him to do.
Handled it. Clay Holmes looked a little shaky, but again, 50-50 ball with him. He's gonna look shaky, or he is gonna throw that sinker, and no one's gonna touch it. So
it's boom or bust.
Boom or bust. And I don't want Josh Hader. Another pitcher on this podcast. I said that we needed to get. He mowed down the heart of our order. 3 strikeouts, all swing and misses. It was the most disgusting thing I've seen. He looked awesome.
He looked like a devastator.
He is a. You could say this
dog. Yeah. His dog.
He is a dog. So
our second to last category here is we have Aaron Boone ejections. My personal favorite.
Yeah, I mean, come on. If I get more of these,
yeah, I'm in.
If I get more of those last Diaz impressions, him getting chucked out and losing his shit.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah,
bring Boone back next.
Yeah, give me more of that. That's the only reason I want you back. I want more of that.
Yeah, I want more of that. I want more of him kicking dirt on the home plate, getting in people's faces, spitting, cursing, and getting fucking chucked out in the building right there. That.
So in this lunacy that is Texas, text down there says only 4 Boone ejections. Dan, he's gonna have an ejection by the end of the week, bro. Like, what are you thinking? I hope he gets ejected on opening day.
Oh my! Oh,
Be fired. I'll be fired up.
He did.
So Dano has 4 in his lunacy brain. Zacho has 7. I had 9, and you also had 7.
I had 7. So magic number 8. Fuck yeah! Sign all 8.
Sign me up. Yeah, that's it.
Go.
Because listen, if the season goes to trash and it all goes burning down, go down swinging. Go down swinging.
Keep me entertained. Because you know what? Without Brett Gardner getting shucked out of games, oh man, there was the consistency of when fucking little Guardy was at the tail end of his career, yoked up on the roids, just sitting in the dugout,
roids and cortisone,
fucking back in top of the dugout, and then getting shucked out on games he wasn't even playing in.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
nothing better. There's nothing better.
Top tier baseball. Come on, man. Give me fucking boot. Just fucking, yeah. Bam! Gone out of here. Yeah. Those are our fucking, we're savages in the fucking box. Bam. Just,
my guys are savages in the box.
Oh, man. Fucking sign me up for some Aaron Boone ejections.
Oh, just inject the ejections right here.
Right? Yeah. Oh, right here. I have blood work today, right here. Right here. Right here.
Yeah, look at that little guy.
That one right there.
I had blood work today. Yeah. I had blood work today too. Look at us.
Hey, blood bros.
Yeah. Anyway, so our last but not least,
our most important one.
Most important one. Yeah, most important one. Wins versus the Astros. Now, mind you, this started prior to yesterday, so we are 1 in already.
Yeah, we are 1 in.
Down by 1 run right now.
We're 1-0.
We are 1-0.
We're
down 1-0 in the.
Play 7 games against the Stros this year.
7 games. So I am going. Oh no! Oh, hold on.
I got it.
You got it. All right.
So Dano says 3 wins against the Stros.
Pitiful.
Zach says 3 wins of Dano.
Disgusting.
Dano right now with his Altuve on.
Yeah, he's a rat. He's a fucking narc. Double H. Yeah, go bang a trash can, Tex.
Trash cans down in fucking Texas. Damn you, Dano.
I got 6. 6 wins versus the fucking Stros, baby.
7. That's what I need right there. Right there. Right there. I said 4. I said more than half.
That's fair. I'll take it.
More than half.
I'm shooting high. You're shooting reasonable. The other 2 dopes, they're.
And Dano.
Yeah. We're rescinding your belt buckle, Tex. It's out.
It's out of here. Yeah. Rootin', tootin', son of a gun, you. I was gonna say over under against the Red Sox, but
the Red Sox are bad.
It's not the rivalry where you grew up. Like I remember in the late '90s, early aughts, Yankees Red Sox was like
fire,
heavyweight battle every game.
Dude, it was ESPN baseball at night every time because it was just that good.
That's how intense it was. It was Jeter diving into the fucking crowd. It was Alex Rodriguez beating the shit out of Jason Varitek.
Remember when he went to the Red Sox?
Oh god, yeah, like that. Just the whole A-Rod coming to the Yankees was like a thing. Fuck you, Boston. You could have had him, but you didn't.
Curse of the Bambino. I mean, it was a different era then. I mean, now the Red Sox aren't even relevant. The Orioles are terrifying, which
I didn't want to do.
If you said the Orioles are terrifying back in the Red Sox versus Yankee era of baseball,
we would laugh at that building.
You.
Fuck you. Fuck Baltimore? Baltimore were good for 20 wins.
Yeah, legit.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Now they are fucking scary, man.
Not anymore. The Stros, it's right here now. Like Stros is personal every because they robbed us. Aaron Judge got robbed of an MVP because that fucking pint-sized bitch Altuve. They robbed us of a World Series, and then we got robbed of another World Series when fucking Chapman gave up a fucking lame duck to.
It's sick. It's sick that I can feel these moments in my body. I can feel the pain of remembering these moments, like
deflating. I was smashing my arm in Nashville with my one buddy when fucking LeMahieu hit the fucking bomb to tie the game, and then the next inning, Chapman gave up that fucking walk-off home run, and Altuve, don't touch me, because I got my wires on. I'm wired up. Cheating fuck.
Ugh.
Dano, I swear to God, if you're wearing a fucking Altuve jersey right now, rootin' tootin' son of a gun, we're gonna have words. You have
a problem.
Next podcast, you have to answer to these things. These better not be true. We just made this all up.
Totally just fabricated this in our minds. Now it's real.
And you have to answer.
Yeah.
I can't. This was our last one, but I can't end on the Stros. One more over under. Number of all-stars on the Yankees this season.
4.
Name them.
Juan Soto, Aaron Judge. I'm gonna put Doogie as a probably backup, and I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Oh man, I really want this to happen. I mean, I just don't know. I'm gonna say Volpe.
Okay. Ooh, all right. All stars. I want to say 6, but I'm going to say 5. My captain, Aaron Judge. The Juan Soto. Clark Schmidt.
Ooh. Wake the kids up, honey. It's Clark Schmidt Day.
Clark Schmidt. That's right. We got a namesake shout out on this podcast. I'll go Volpe. I like that one. And I think this is the comeback. Anthony Rizzo.
Ooh.
Healthy season.
Very nice.
And Parmesan season.
Very nice, but nicely done.
I can't go out with the Stros looking like that.
No.
All-star appearances. Come on, give us like a home run derby too. Like let Judge crush.
Nah, I don't want Judge on the derby, man. The derby fucks up your swing. Everybody
put Stanton on it and let him hit
fair.
8 million. Maybe he'll get his swing back.
Maybe. I'm fine with staying on it because everybody else, like, nah, I'm out on the derby.
Oh no! I'll go 6. Fucking Gleyber Torres. Torres.
All right.
Gleyber is gonna have a fucking year. Contract year. We're gonna have to pay him and Soto.
Put up or shut up. Listen, I only care about Soto. Pay Soto whatever he wants.
$600 million.
Done. Sign the check. Hal.
Signed. Done. Signed it.
All right, so we pretty much covered a nice hour here, a little longer than we expected. You got any last little remarks about the Yanks, or?
I'm gonna bring that hype.
Yeah.
Next Friday, we're a week away from the home opener in the Bronx, the Boogie Down. Stan Sports Bar, Zach's first opening day.
Follow all of our Instagrams because there's going to be pictures posted all over it.
The Gram. We'll get something up on the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, and subscribe. We're going to get this YouTube channel going. Because listen,
you're missing out. You're missing out on antics here of facial expressions, hand motions. Pete and I, the hands ain't stopped moving.
Is on the pod.
He does have a candy necklace on. Just nice. I ate 3 airheads that you missed.
So let's fucking go. Home opener. That's where we're gonna bring it. Yankees baseball. Like and subscribe. Remember.
Hold on. Before we go out, I have to shout out my New York Rangers. Number 1 in the league. Number 1 in the fucking league. I don't want them to win the President's Trophy. We can discuss that next pod. But they're clinched. They're in the playoffs. Rangers are playoff bound. Carolina Hurricanes are the only other team that clinched so far. They clinched last night. Let's fucking go. It's a repeat, baby. 20 years later, we're coming back.
You know, by June, we're going to be talking about the Rangers choke job.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hit like sign me up right there.
That's gonna hurt me so bad. I'm gonna have an that's the episode where I'm gonna be all blacked out, black robe, candles lit, just sad music playing in the background, and you're gonna pan the camera over to me.
We're gonna violin him in.
Yeah. Let's check in on Ray. How's he doing? It's gonna be bad. It's gonna hurt real bad.
Well, if some of our over-unders are correct, it's going to hurt too. But hold on hope. Next time you get to us, draft season is rolling on us. We'll be in the thick of Yankees baseball. I think that's all you got from us today. You got DAWG 1, DAWG 2,
the old Silver, Road Dogs.
The Road Dogs. The Road Dogs when these dogs ain't in the pound. It's silver and black and blue this week. Thank you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time. Hoorah!